Welcome to the Functional Aging and Mindfulness for Seniors Nutrition Education and Mindfulness Program. Each week we'll have a short video for you to watch, which will help you build your nutrition knowledge, experience mindful eating, and develop an optimal eating pattern for your life stage. In Module 1, we'll be covering My Plate and Mindful Eating. There are many benefits of following a healthy eating pattern. These include lowering your risk of all-cause mortality, reducing your risk of diseases such as cardiovascular, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cancers. It can also help you lower your cholesterol levels and blood pressure and your body mass index. Following a healthy eating pattern over the long term will also help you build favorable bone health and reduce your risk of hip fracture. So what is My Plate? My Plate is a simple system based on the dietary guidelines for Americans that allows you to estimate the right amount of food and nutrients you require with each meal. One of the important guidelines is to follow a healthy dietary pattern at every life stage. A healthy eating routine is important at every stage of life and can have positive effects that add up over time. So now let's go over how much of each food category you should try to consume each day. Starting with fruit. Women 60 and older should aim for 1.5 to 2 cups of fruit each day. For men, 2 cups a day is a good amount to include. You can choose whole, cut, or pureed fruits, fresh, frozen, dried, or canned in 100% juice. On this chart, you'll see just a few of the many fruit options available to you. You can also see that the serving size doesn't always require measurement. If you're going to eat an apple, one small or a half large apple will do. For a banana, a large banana is a good choice. For grapes, 22 seedless grapes. Strawberries, 8 large strawberries. Blueberries, 1 cup. And pineapple, 1 cup. Oranges, 1 large orange is a good size to use for a serving. Vegetables give us the essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber we need. For women 60 and older, 2.5 cups each day is a good target. For men, 3 cups each day is a good target. You could choose either fresh, frozen, canned, or dried vegetables. And another good idea is to eat different colors, such as red, orange, and dark green vegetables. Some ideas of vegetables you might like to include into your diet include 1 cup of chopped, fresh or frozen broccoli, 2 cups of raw leafy greens, 2 medium-sized carrots, a full or 1 cup of chopped bell peppers, 1 large or 2 small tomatoes, a large ear or 1 cup of kernels of corn, and a cup of cooked green beans. Fruit and vegetables are particularly important to get the micronutrients we need. With each meal, if half of the food on your plate is fruit and vegetables, then you're on the right track. Protein provides amino acids for our body which help us build and strengthen muscle, bone, and other tissues of the body. There are many sources of protein, both plant and animal-based, and either is a good choice to include with your meals based on your own preferences. Women 60 and older should aim for 5 to 6 ounces of protein per day. Men, 5.5 to 6.5 ounces per day. Again, choose a variety of different proteins, and in place of some meat and poultry, choose 8 ounces of seafood each week. A good visual guide to follow for reference is a simple deck of cards. This is equivalent to about 3 ounces of protein from most sources. Most women will need about 2 decks of cards of protein each day, and men will require just a bit more. Good sources of protein include beef, pork, chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, and nuts. Grains are also a good source of macronutrients and micronutrients in our diet. For women 60 and older, 5 to 7.5 ounces of grains each day is a good target. For men, 6 to 9 ounces is a good target. Some excellent whole grain sources available to you include oatmeal, brown rice, whole wheat bread, quinoa, whole wheat pasta, whole wheat tortillas, and whole wheat crackers. Dairy can provide a rich source of calcium and other nutrients in your diet each day. For women and men 60 and older, 3 cups of dairy each day is a good target. Low-fat or fat-free dairy products have the same amount of calcium and other essential nutrients as whole milk, but less fat and calories. Here are some dairy options you may want to consider including into your daily meals. Fat-free skim milk, low-fat yogurt, low-fat cheeses and full-fat cheeses, oat milk, almond milk, and soy milk. As we begin to go through My Plate, keep in mind that perfection is not the goal. Rather, My Plate can help us shape each of our meals so that we can get the nutrients we need from day to day. It's also important to know that My Plate is flexible to meet your personal preferences. As we go through this program, think about your food choices and how they come together over the course of your day or week to help you create a healthy eating routine. Here are 3 tips to help you start getting the most out of My Plate. Number 1, make the most of your food choices. Older adults need plenty of nutrients, but fewer calories. Foods that are full of vitamins and minerals are the best way to get what you need. Number 2, variety. It's important to eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, grains, protein foods, and dairy. Number 3, make every bite count. The benefits of healthy eating add up over time, bite by bite. Small changes matter. Remember, no meal needs to be perfect. However, if you develop a healthy routine for eating, this will help boost your health today and in the years to come. We'll talk more about all of the important food categories as we go through the Functional Aging and Mindfulness Nutrition program. With each week, our hope is that you'll have a bit more information to begin shaping your nutrition intake so that it helps you strengthen your health and enjoy your mealtime experiences. As we close this part of today's lesson, take a moment to consider 2 ways you can switch your current food choices to healthier choices that are rich in nutrition. Feel free to pause this video, then, when you're ready, unpause for our next lesson on mindful eating. A good way to look at mindful eating is by thinking of it as our awareness of the things that surround our eating experiences, including the food choices we make, how it makes us feel from moment to moment, and even the things our bodies are telling us before and after eating. It's important to keep in mind that mindful eating relates to us personally, so being in tune with our feelings and thoughts is as important as we eat. But whatever they may be, good, bad, or anywhere in between, there's no need to be judgmental about ourselves or the experience. Perhaps there are certain things we like about the food or meal we're eating and other things we don't appreciate as much. For instance, maybe the food is tasty, but a bit too salty or spicy. The important thing is that you're tuned into the experience you're having while you're eating and that you're not being critical of whether you're doing it right or wrong. Keep in mind that your thoughts, including how you appreciate foods, can change at any time, even throughout the same dining experience. By being more attentive and aware of your feelings and sensations as they're occurring, you'll be respecting your body and mind's special wisdom that connects us to eating the things that are right for us through a lens of non-judgment. As I mentioned, an important part of this practice is to use all of your senses. These include sight, smell, the texture of the food you're eating, and taste. Using all of your senses as you eat the meal can increase your satisfaction with the entire mealtime experience, including the foods you choose. So let's begin with how your food looks. Before you take a bite, consider how the food appears. Notice the colors. Look at how the food is put together on the plate, or how it arrives on your spoon or fork as you interact with it. Consider the smell of the food. It may be helpful for you to breathe or close your eyes as you take in the aromas. The texture. How does the food appear on the plate? Does it look appetizing? Taste. Once you place the food into your mouth, what are the tastes you experience? Is the food salty or sweet, bitter, sour, or a combination of these? As you bring the food to your mouth and place it in for chewing, chew each bite at a moderate pace 20 to 30 times. While this is not a specific rule to follow, this can give you the opportunity to truly experience the qualities of the food, including the flavors, smells, and textures. It may also be helpful for you to set down your fork or spoon after each bite so that you can be more aware of the sensations of the bite you just took. By slowing down and taking more intentional bites of the food, you can stay in touch with all of the things your mind and body are telling you in the moment as you eat the meal, such as whether you're still hungry or whether you're becoming full. From the time you begin eating, it takes your body a bit of time to recognize you're getting the nourishment it needs, and eating at a slower pace can help you work with your body to recognize these satiation signals and give your body the right amount of food it needs. As you become more in tune with your body's signals for eating, you can also do a better job of avoiding the cravings and feelings you might sometimes experience throughout the day. As you grow more aware of those feelings, you can begin to ask yourself, am I truly hungry right now? Or am I bored, anxious, or stressed? Perhaps you may want to eat simply because food is around you. When you're mindful of your mood and your body's true feelings, you'll be able to make conscious choices with the eating decisions that you make. Remember, your ability to remain aware of your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and sensations are always most important with mindful eating, not your ability to be perfect in all of the decisions you make with eating. Building your conscious awareness through mindful eating will help you make the momentary best decisions for you. Another important thing to be aware of in mindful eating is the importance of being non-judgmental. There are no right and wrong experiences. It's okay to occasionally enjoy a tasty snack or treat without feeling any guilt. This week's mindful prompt is present. Being present means that we recognize our distractions as they come and acknowledge them and return to our focus. Try to recognize distracted eating and work towards being fully aware of the foods that you are consuming and focus on enjoying them fully. Please let your gaze soften or close your eyes and take the next 2 minutes to sit quietly and reflect on what being present means for you and your relationship with food. When you hear the sound of the gong, we'll begin. When you hear the gong again, we'll be finished with today's mindful moment.